Hi, welcome to today's video. My name's Paul. So this is just a little quick midweek video, and I'm going to focus not on the paintings. I'll do two little sketches, but they're not what the video is about. The video is really about the paper that I'm using. So I have two little offcuts of paper. This first one is a hot pressed paper, so it's a very smooth surface. And then the second piece of paper is a cold pressed, a very rough piece of paper. And I just wanted to demonstrate the effect that the surface of the paper has on the final painting. Of the three things that we definitely need for watercolor painting, so the paint, brush and the paper, sometimes maybe the paper gets less attention, or I wouldn't say ignored, but maybe we tend to focus more on say the paint and maybe even brushes. But actually the paper, the surface of the paper that you use, has a huge effect on the final painting, and that's what I wanted to demonstrate today. So as I say, that first piece of paper was a very smooth, a hot pressed piece of paper. The second one, depending on the size of your screen, you may be able to see just how rough the paper is. The camera just about picks it up. When you put the paint onto the rough piece of paper, the way it behaves is very different to the smooth paper. Smooth paper, the water, the pigment just sort of flow around on the surface until it starts to sink into the paper. With the rough paper, on the other hand, the water and the pigment get caught up in all of the little hollows and dimples in the paper, and that's what gives it a very different final look. And these are the two little sketches side by side. The top one then is that rough cold press paper, and the bottom one is the very smooth hot press paper. It's not that one type of paper or one surface is better than the other, it's just they're different, and the final effect that you get will be very different. And I think you can see that the two little sketches, there is quite a difference there. It's the same paint, it's the same brush, it's just the surface of the paper has changed. If you want a more, let's say, impressionistic style of painting, the top one, the rough paper, might be the way to go for you. If you want more details in your painting, fine details, then maybe the smooth surface, the hot press paper, is better for you. But it's like a spectrum, it's not a binary thing, so these are the two extremes of that spectrum. But in between there's lots of sort of medium surface papers. The paper that I use most regularly these days is made by a German company called Hahnemühle, and the surface of their paper is a sort of a medium surface. It's probably closer to the hot press, the smooth paper, but it isn't actually smooth. It has a little bit of a texture to it, and I find that works for me. If you're getting started, I know that there are some, if you go on to the likes of Amazon or Etsy or maybe even your local art store, sometimes you can buy little packs or you can buy individual sheets of watercolor paper, and you can experiment and try the different surfaces and see which one works best for you. Okay, as I said, very quick little video, just I wanted to demonstrate this difference that you can get with different paper surfaces. Thank you for watching the video, and hopefully see you in the next one.